All right, welcome to another film breakdown. Duke escapes in Winston-Salem with the win. This is going to be a longer film breakdown than normal because there's a lot to go over in this game. Let me pull my mic closer to me so you can hear me a little bit better. Look, great challenge, great test for Duke, a place where it seems like Duke always has fits. They lost 2 in a row before this game in Winston-Salem versus Wake Forest. And we're going to take a deep dive into this game, see the flow of the offense, what worked on defense, and much more. If you hear a dog walking around or whining, it's my nephew Sonny over here. He's laying down. So hopefully Sonny's all right with me doing this film breakdown in the office. Thank you guys for more subscribers. Welcome to the channel. We are closer to 800, closer to our goal to 1,000. So continue to like and subscribe, and we're going to go right into it. Oh, you like the synergy, by the way. This was before the game was on TV. So you get to see one play straight from a coach's perspective with no commentary whatsoever except for crowd noise. And it's a baseline out of bounds for Cooper Flagg. So that's how Duke started the game. It's just a simple action of Cooper Flagg. Let me go a little bit farther back. Getting the downs. It's a read. He's getting a down screen from Malawach, but he also has one for Knipple. So where he uses Knipple, then Knipple would come off Malawach. Instead, Cooper Flagg just goes right off Malawach, catch and shoot, 2 points for Duke.
Welcome you here to Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And certainly Wake Forest is hoping they can follow that playbook that Vandy just showed everybody nationally. As the Duke Blue Devils, number 2 in the country, undefeated in the ACC, and a 3.
And then in this breakdown, there's not going to be – oh, whoops, try to mute it and I fast forward. It's not going to be a lot of X and O's because Duke had a lot of possessions where they stood around that we're going to talk about. But this is another baseline out of bounds, and I just have this clipped up because Tyrese Proctor does a really good job of penetrating and being strong with the basketball. Yes, Duke had a lot of turnovers, but as – we saw on Twitter that one clip of Connor Knipple, a lot of reaching and a lot of physicality by Wake Forest. Here, looks like Tyrese Proctor was fouled once or twice, stays strong with it, finds the shooter. Knipple hits a big 3.
Sustain rhythm throughout the course of the game. A little pace will help Duke.
Harris with a 3-point attempt. Duke Harris. And again, keep an eye on that today because Wake Forest only hits 28% from three-point land. Overall, they've missed 5 consecutive shots. James on the entry.
And there's going to be a lot of misses in this film breakdown because Duke missed a lot of easy ones. Like, yes, Wake Forest played hard, but here, just a slip of a ball screen by Sion James and just misses the layup.
3-point land. Overall, they've missed 5 consecutive shots. James on the entry, can't finish. Malawach going up, trying to keep that alive and draw. And he stormed the court. Shot clock down to 5. Knocked away. Proctor up against Salas one-on-one. Went for the bank.
Again, missing around the rim. Did Proctor get fouled? Maybe, but I'm not going to complain about a road whistle. You got to know that's just the type of environment you're going into. You got to go up strong when you're going to the rim in Winston-Salem.
Down to 5. Knocked away. Proctor up against Salas one-on-one. Went for the bank and came up empty.
You can't throw your head back there. You got to jump straight through Salas to finish at the rim at Wake Forest. We got it that time.
Loose ball back to Proctor. And the second effort now. Proctor up against Salas one.
This is going to repeat and go to the next one. I should have edited that out. That's my bad.
Went for the bank and came up empty. Loose ball back to Proctor. And the second effort now for Duke. Knipple, the freshman. Flagg scoring 22 a game in their 5 road victories. Shot clock again to 3 as Knipple launches way down.
See, just a terrible possession offensively. Terrible possession. I love what Duke's action has been all year with like one-on-one matchups, but there's a difference between what Duke's been running against to get one-on-one matchups than standing around. When people think of ISO ball, they think of standing around. But Duke does actions to get you in ISO situations to where it's a flow of an offense. Here is just messy, standing around, shot chucking. You name it, it's just bad basketball here. It's just bad basketball. And this happened in the comeback for Wake Forest when Duke started the second half of 1 of 19 from the field. Just nobody's moving without the basketball. Everybody's standing around. Knippel's not going to beat his guy normally off the dribble, so he gives it up. And then Flagg here, you have a mismatch. So Flagg in this game had a lot of times where he picked up his dribble when he shouldn't have, and it stalled Duke's offense. And here's just one example. You have Efton Reed now guarding you if you would have kept coming, and you got to attack Efton Reed. Instead, it's a one dribble to the left. You pick the ball up, Duke scrambling, and Knippel shoots a grenade.
Town, no. He's been cold lately.
Cool yet.
We're working on it. We're working on it. Great to have you here. Of course, the Hall of Famer Dick Vitale was going to be here for this game and had a mishap at home, but he's recovering very quickly. And the legend will be back.
Look, Malawach is open right here, but Flagg still is aggressive and gets 2 points out of it. But a good job by Proctor dragging out the ball screen action, throws it to Flagg. Flagg has Malawach if he wants them. He decides not to throw it, still gets 2 points.
Court side soon enough. Here comes Flagg on the drive with the left hand.
Yeah, good.
Just time for a tip here. Turn and shoot, and could not get that one to go, and picked off by Proctor. Gillis, did he get away with something there? The crowd thought he did. Under 12 here in the first half. Very low-scoring first half to this point. Proctor with some contact, popped it up there, and a lot of...
Look, again, with Duke, when they struggle to shoot the basketball from the perimeter, their best offense is shooting mid-range shots. We saw it last year against Houston in the Elite Eight, the Sweet 16. Tyrese Proctor getting to the cup. But earlier in this possession, Caleb Foster, shoot that. Be decisive. Shoot that. Instead, the jab step lets the defender guard you, and now we're standing still and going in slow motion. But Tyrese Proctor gets to the cup finally, gets in the paint, and shoots one of his mid-range shots that he's very good at. And one of his strong suits is pulling up with contact and getting 2 points.
And a lot of iron, but it dropped anyway.
But I wouldn't commit to getting that every single time down floor.
Foster calls a play here for number 2 Duke. Auburn still number 1 in a big matchup with Tennessee coming up tonight. The kick and a sweep.
See, that is good Caleb Foster. Simple set that we've seen Duke run, just a play to get Cooper Flagg open on an ISO situation on the block, on a post up. So here we go, post up. Here comes a double team from behind. He gets rid of it, and Foster immediately knows to penetrate here. Do something with the ball. Penetrate, defense off balance, driving kick, find the shooter in the corner. That's Duke basketball.
He is 0 for 2 shooting at the early going. James off to Flagg. Yes, that's 2.
That's Duke basketball as well. Just come off a tight curl, shoot the 15-footer.
And so life here for the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. They pulled it within 4. James with a bounce for Flagg. Flagg sliding in, banks it.
That's just a grown man take by Cooper Flagg. That is the best type of Cooper Flagg. I'll mute this. Best type of Cooper Flagg. Catch the top of the key, survey, ball screen action, attack your man, go right into his chest, and one.
And then he'll go tonight, Tennessee and Auburn. To clash in the absolutely brutal SEC on a big day of college basketball on ESPN. Flagg looking to go around the back, got free. James will fire it up.
And that's what makes Cooper Flagg special too, is his ability to ball fake and have the defense right in the palm of his hands. But here again, suspect dribbling. Going behind his back right there terrifies me, but I'm trying to go back even further. When Flagg's right here, guy jumps him and he's picking up his dribble right away. And now it's the ball's away from him. Duke is out of sorts because Cooper Flagg can't find somebody open because you picked up your dribble way too early. So he throws back to Sion, and Sion throws it back to reset. And now Cooper Flagg can play his game. But luckily, he stays with it. Ball fake to Tyrese Proctor makes Salas jump. And then here's the skip pass to Sion James. Wake Forest was blitzing everything for Duke's guards. Look right here. As I'll let this play out and then I'll rewind it, but how they guard the perimeter.
Well, there's some four sports guys. They're just not that good.
Not very good in any of it, really. Yeah. Shot clock down to 10. Knippel's open from the corner and got a
big shot by Knippel. But again, Duke's offense just stagnant. Flagg, again, mismatch. Efton Reed cannot move his feet with you. Cannot move his feet. Pick up your dribble because you are seeing a roller in Pat Ngongba. I see the vision because Salas is supposed to go with Mason Gillis. Salas does a really good job being help side here. So now Flagg picked up his dribble, has nowhere to go, and then he finds Gillis, gets it back. Again, he has the mismatch he wants. Duke needs this to always happen with Cooper Flagg and a slow 5 guarding him. Slow 5 is up on the perimeter. Flagg sees help side. It's too close to him. Sucker hole, Knippel, catch and shoot.
Shut it down. Shot clock to 3. Off the back iron. That won't drop by Harris. Gillis on the run. In for 2.
Great defense by Flagg. Leads to transition points. And on the road in hostile territory, you want all the transition points you can take.
Duke has done a pretty darn good job of keeping this crowd at bay.
They've struggled to adjust to the zone. I mean, you can see it just run 15, 20 seconds of trying to figure out what we're doing offense.
Flagg with a turnaround. Oh, what a great pass.
That's fantastic basketball against the zone. Cooper Flagg in the middle of the zone. Feels like Duke always scores. And a really good job by the guards on the perimeter of having a purpose with every pass. Just hot potato, less than a second in each other's hands. Just keep swinging it, find the middle, make a play, Flagg, dump down, layup. Good basketball.
With a minute to go before the break. Flagg downstairs, back out, Knippel. Yes, nothing but net.
Very good zone set ran by Duke here. It is, let me go back just a tad. So Mason Gillis is running from corner to corner, but Pat Ngongba is going down once Gillis passes him, and he's setting a screen on his own guy, which is Efton Reed. So he's setting a screen on Efton Reed, which frees up Cooper Flagg because the other part of the zone that's on Mason Gillis' side is playing between Knippel and Mason Gillis. So he's playing in the middle of them. Pat Ngongba setting a screen on his own guy, Efton Reed, frees up Cooper Flagg on the block, throws it back out, catch and shoot 3, Knippel.
Flagg gives up the dribble. Knippel stepping in the lane, banks in 2.
And then that's just what Duke's ran all year with Knippel and Cooper Flagg being 2-man game, vice versa of ball handler and roller. Good, strong take by Knippel.
Cooper Flagg.
Now here come the however many misses Duke has out of 18 shots. Cooper Flagg, great pass to Sion James, and Sion James just airballs it.
In the corner, the jumper coming from James, but that didn't touch anything.
People, it's a bad shot, whatever. It went in. It was a good look.
Reed is second foul. Knippel can't drain that one.
Didn't like that look for Knippel. You know I love Knippel, but again, this is based on out of bounds. His defender never gets – he gets separation here, but Hildreth does a hell of a job recovering by cheating that screen against Ngongba. And that hand is right in Knippel's face with 18 seconds on the shot clock. And that's a tough look. And Duke comes up empty.
Tyler Johnson from the elbow, no. Rebound batted around. Duke comes away. Tyrese Proctor, 6'6" junior, off the Flagg with a jumper, well short.
Again, right there, Cooper Flagg. Duke's off and running. Good defense by Knippel. Get out and go. And then Malawash normally rim runs, but here he's slowing down to set a screen for Cooper Flagg. Nice little set here. Nice little secondary set. Cooper Flagg goes downhill. Again, Efton Reed's the guy that's guarding you. You have to take up that space. I know you're a mid-range guy, but Efton Reed cannot stay with you. You got to try and get to the cup there. Instead, pull up and shoots an air ball.
Short.
Shoots it with confidence.
That was their first made three. Proctor with an answer on the other end. He tried.
And then just see how many open threes Duke misses. Proctor misses there, and Sion's going to miss here.
Anyway, but came up empty. Here's James to launch. That missed ugly.
Sincerity. You actually care about the product we put out there, and you love the game.
Here. And the biggest heart you're going to find anywhere.
Got to finish, right? Got to finish. Was it a block? Probably. You're going to get that whistle on the road? Absolutely not. You just got to go right through and finish against Solace. Just got to finish that.
So Wake Forest 1 for 11 beyond the three-point line. Proctor making a move inside. No one picked him up or shut him down. He gets his own miss.
Again, Duke guards just were soft, really going to the rim. I mean, that's just what it is. You got to call a spade a spade. Duke was shying away from contact on penetration. And it's a good set. It's the crossers that Duke runs, X outs with Knipple and Proctor switching sides. Knipple's going on a down screen set by Foster. Proctor coming off a down screen set by Malawach. He catches and he does a tight curl, right read, has the look he wants, and just jumps too far out and tries to do a finger roll a little too far and hits front iron. And then the ball bounces around and goes off of Duke. But in this type of environment, man, you got to go up strong. You got to go up strong.
A 36-29 advantage. They're up 13 at half. Foster to Flagg.
This is a set. I think this is the set with Caleb Foster with the bench. I'm going to mute this just to make sure this is it. Yeah, this is. All right, so just listen to the bench or watch the bench from Duke right here. Watch the bench from Duke on this set, on this play with Caleb Foster, and listen to the hot mic.
Foster to Flagg. The freshman.
So look at the bench. They want him to shoot the ball. Look at Isaiah, Mason Gillis, and the coaches. They are like this because Caleb Foster hesitates to shoot, and then somebody says something on the hot mic.
For Foster.
That's just kind of what it's been this year, unfortunately, for Caleb Foster, is this type of play where he's in his head. Just be assertive. Catch and shoot this.
The freshman back for Foster. Two really good defensive teams toe-to-toe. Flagg wants it, leaning in, left it short.
And then Flagg forces one and doesn't hit anything.
They really buckled down on him. Break Proctor. Here's Foster trying to end that, and he can't. Rebound came right back at him. Straight on. That won't drop.
So, yeah, this is the next possession. Foster does shoot it, right? He just got criticized by somebody to shoot the ball, but he's not shooting it with confidence here. Duke's 0 of 8 from the field to start the second half. Foster catches this and lets it rip, but it barely grazes the rim because he's just in his head right now. Like, shoots it short, then Proctor shoots his, and Proctor misses as well. But the tell of these two possessions was Caleb Foster, and just showing you that he's hesitant and he's not shooting the ball with confidence like we have seen so far throughout the year.
Last Harris shot, he felt good about it. He had good body language in and after that miss. The next shot that was going up, he shot with confidence, and it went in.
It's a 12-1 run here for Wake. Proctor, good look. No. They miss it.
Again, good look, like the broadcast said, right? Good look, good set. Proctor just got to hit it. Little handoff action. Again, Flagg could have maybe taken this out more, tried to attack, but it's a read for Proctor. So he's just going through he's not going through the motion. He's going through his reads. So he picks up the dribble, throws it back to Proctor. Proctor is open. That is a good look. It's a good set. It's a good play. You got the guy open. You just got to hit this shot. but Duke could not buy a basket here for what, 7 minutes?
On coming, and a foul here against Duke.
And Malawash picked up another foul. We'll get into that later. I've talked about it on Twitter, and then I'll talk about it on the next episode of the Big J Little J show that Common Malawash has to be productive in his minutes and not be in foul trouble, as he had 5 fouls in this game. And I think Pat Ngongba had 4 fouls or vice versa, but we'll go on that in a different episode.
On the drive, Knipple. He gets knocked to the deck. The follow, that won't go.
I mean, like if you're watching these second half highlights and you're like, well, you're missing 3, so get to the rim. Well, we've seen Proctor miss at the rim. Now we just saw Knipple miss at the rim, and then Ngongba miss at the rim. Cooper Flagg's airballed mid-range shots. It's like, who and how is Duke going to score in this second half? Because you can't ask for better looks than this right here. Twice.
On the drive, Knipple. He gets knocked to the deck. The follow, that won't go.
Like, you're in hostile territory. You can't buy a bucket. You can't get to the free throw line. Did Knipple get fouled on that? Possibly, but you're not going to get that whistle, like I've said already. So Duke's just got to see what they're made of. And we saw what Duke's made of. They are mentally tough because when everything is going against them, as this run has happened, Duke stays in it and wins this game because of what we're about to see for the rest of the 12 minutes of this game.
We asked for it, partner. We got it.
Duke has lost to Wake the last 2 times they've played in this building. It's a 17-1 run. Flagg got it. And
that is a big-time shot by Cooper Flagg. In the moment, I was like, I don't know about that shot. He hit it because he's Cooper Flagg. Big-time shot.
It's a 17-1 run. Flagg got it. And that'll quiet the fast. I realized that wasn't a good way for us to go. I had to slow us down. So a game like this, where it is right now, is how they want to play. Flagg, too strong.
That was not a great look. So I said the first one, the previous one, I was like, I don't know. Then he made his Cooper Flagg. That one, I was like, that was not a good look. And then Wake Forest goes out and runs.
Salas.
You got to be really careful with against Duke. And sometimes the fouls, they become so annoying and they disrupt your whole rhythm.
James.
Again, just easy looks. I mean, it is a simple baseline out of bounds, throw it to the big, and then handoff. The guy goes under the little handoff, then pull it. And Sion James missed it. Now, again, you can argue you need a better look because you are one of 19 to start the second half, and I would agree with you, but it's what Duke's done all year, and they just missed it.
Sometimes the fouls, they become so annoying and they disrupt your whole rhythm.
James. One and done there for an NCAA tournament bid. Long way to go to Selection Sunday, but boy, if you pick off a team like Duke, you realize it's a home game, but Duke's a big favorite. Proctor with a triple coming. Boy, he got a great look.
Basketball, you're a better defensive team.
1 for 17 and 4 turnovers. Duke trying to pull it together. Knipple on the baseline, going in strong, and denied by Reed. He shut him down.
Look, I'll be honest with you. As frustrated as we all were in this stretch, I thought this was a hell of a take by Knipple. Take out your frustration against Efton Reed. Maybe catch him lacking, send a message. Shout out to Efton Reed, give him credit. Hell of a block. But you want to talk about a dude going up strong. Con Knipple probably felt like he got fouled on a couple of drives or no calls. So he's like, instead of laying this ball up, I'm going with 2 hands and trying to flush it on the center. He got blocked, right? He got blocked. But I don't mind this take. I would take that take 10 out of 10 times than a guard going to the rim and flailing and missing easy ones as we've seen so far in this game. And also, I'll give Knipple credit. When Wake Forest goes back down, he D's up and they shoot a shot against him one-on-one that they miss, and Duke goes right back down, which we'll see.
Opportunity you have, at least get yourself a good look at the rim.
So now Duke gets the ball back after Knipple gets a stop after he was blocked. So I got to give Knipple credit there.
Great no call, too.
It was a good no call. God bless the wall up.
Flagg will
and just this is what I mean. Look how Duke is out of sorts in the half court.
In his last 8 minutes. Looking for help, gives up the dribble. Proctor's open again. In and out this time.
Even out of sorts, they still get an open shot. But I forgot I did not elaborate earlier when I said I was going to talk about Wake Forest's perimeter defense. They were not letting Duke guards catch it on the perimeter. Like, Cooper Flagg can't throw this to Knipple. If Knipple wants this ball, he has to go past the coach's box, and that's not how Duke wants to run their offense. So Knipple is stuck, can't go, tries, but realizes it's a hard deny by Wake Forest. So him and Mason Gillis now switch. Mason Gillis is going to go set a ball screen, a.k.a. slip the ball screen. Wake Forest plays it very well with help side to where Proctor's guy is cutting off Gillis. So if Flagg throws it to Mason Gillis, it's probably a pick six. Good job by Cooper Flagg ball faking and finding the open man because Wake Forest is so aggressive. And this is the look you have to hit because when a team's that aggressive, the two pass away guy is going to be always open on that skip pass. Duke just could not hit an open shot against Wake Forest in the second half at all. At all.
That makes sense to somebody out there.
Johnson's third foul. Flagg will fire this one and knock it down.
A much needed make, obviously, for Duke. And this is where the game completely flips because now Scheyer can run that zone that Duke has not practiced at all this season. So Flagg makes this shot and Duke goes zone 6 straight possessions. And we'll see how it looks.
7:45 to go. Here's Salas. Way too strong. Those went for the save there on the base.
So Duke gets a stop on an air ball.
Dictated the way the second half's been played. 2 of 20 from the floor for Duke.
Yeah, just 1 for 12 from three-point land in the second half for the Blue Devils. Knipple wants to get closer.
And then Duke gets a bucket right after that. And this is something I want to see Knipple do more often. I think I've even said it on one of these breakdowns that I've done. But this is the flare screen that we've seen Duke run for Con Knipple and Isaiah Evans all year. Now, they play this well, Wake Forest does. And so now Knipple's going to use his big body and get to the paint and force his way and hits a nice little easy 6-footer. So Duke needed that bucket. It's 43-45 now. Making sure this is correct. Yeah, 43-45 Wake Forest, and Duke is now back in their zone defense.
Time Cooper Flagg and away playing decoy.
Harris will turn and fire, and a lot of iron, but it'll drop.
All right, so Wake Forest scores against the zone, hit a lot of iron, but let's see what Duke does now.
Those things, it starts to go your way. That's the way it's been for Wake in the second.
Duke Harris had a really good one, 14 points. He's played a heady game. Knipple off the fake. Shot clock down to 6. Now 5. And swished in by Gillis.
I mean, that's an insane shot by Mason Gillis. Again, Duke's offense is – I don't know what's going on the perimeter. The defense by Wake Forest guards kept Duke very uncomfortable all game on the perimeter. Just, again, a lot of stagnant. Duke's just stagnant, trying to set ball screens and slip them. You get a slip, but even this shot is a tough shot by Gillis, but he makes it. But it's a great contest by Wake Forest.
And swished in by Gillis.
So now Duke's zone again.
Proctor poked it away. Now the shot clock coming into play. Down to 5. Johnson will launch it. That clangs away.
And Wake Forest is shooting against the zone like they would when they shoot 28% from 3 on the year.
Lead on this possession. Cooper Flagg spinning, going in strong off the window.
Just a simple switch on a guard-to-guard action. Duke finally gets the matchup they like. Cooper Flagg gets to the rim.
Johnson, then game over. Or at least possession.
Flagg was 17. And Duke up by 1. Harris again will turn. Can't hit the shot. Rebound.
All right, so again, get a stop because from the zone, Duke has stalled this game out. Duke has now taken the lead thanks to this zone. They force a miss. Proctor gets fouled and goes to the free throw line and makes 1 of 2. So it's going to be 49-47.
High and a foul this week. He's 10 for 12. So you want him in the game.
Duke is in zone again, but Knipple is in man. So it's kind of funny looking at the standstill shot, but he gets into zone and Duke will be in his zone here.
With the ball late.
Yeah, they shouldn't have mattered as much, but they did.
Salas pretty quiet the last 5 or 6 minutes. Gilbert shut up by Proctor. Got the pass free. And the shot won't go.
Again, empty possession by Wake Forest. All of a sudden, they are cold and cannot get a rhythm because of this zone. And what's funny, watching this back and knowing that Scheyer, when they asked the question, have y'all practiced zone? He said no. And then Scheyer asked Cooper Flagg if he has ever played zone, and Flagg said no. You can tell who has played zone before and who hasn't in this segment right here. Mason Gillis clearly knows some sort of zone because he's moving, he's active, his head's on a swivel, and then Flagg is just standing, and he'll move up some, he'll move down some, and he's just trying to fill out space because Duke is desperate to get this game in their hands, and they do. But again, just watch somebody in the zone clip and then watch Mason Gillis. You can tell Gillis is comfortable playing this type of zone.
Salas pretty quiet the last 5 or 6 minutes. Gilbert shut up by Proctor. Got the pass free.
I say that as the dude went back door behind Gillis, but he was active. All right, give me a break. He was active and they missed. So Duke gets a stop that they needed. It's 49-47, and see if Duke can get a bucket.
Blue Devils are 5-0 on the road in the ACC. Trying to keep that run alive, too. So much on the line here today. Cooper Flagg penetrates and stuffs it with 2 hands.
Cooper Flagg doing Cooper Flagg things. Cooper Flagg doing Cooper Flagg things. And again, I love watching the bench sometimes, especially Jon Scheyer. It looks like he's telling Knipple to do something. Knipple's not doing it. And then he's trying to go, clearly Scheyer wants him to go closer to him as he's stomping and telling Knipple to come to him. Knipple doesn't. Knipple gets the ball, looks at Scheyer. Scheyer looks away and upset. Flagg was going to set a ball screen, but gets the rock. Now Scheyer wants Knipple to set a ball screen for Flagg as he's pointing, but Flagg goes right away, and Knipple's like this. Right before Flagg dribbles. I don't know if you saw it. It's very quick. But watch Knipple once he gives the ball up. He kind of shrugs, like, what? And then Flagg dunks. Knipple's looking at Scheyer like, what? And he gets back on defense. But 2 points for Duke and a highlight reel dunk by Flagg. Oh, and Duke is playing zone yet again.
So now it's Duke on a 12-2 run.
Jon Scheyer is really scripting them into the right action that he wants to get Cooper Flagg the looks he needs.
Hildreth got a look. No.
And Duke gets a quick one from Hildreth. Hildreth panics, shoots a corner 3, rushes it. Duke gets a stop. So like the broadcast said, Duke was on a 12-2 run, and it basically was thanks to that zone. Wake Forest was 1 of 6 against the zone, and the one make that they made hit every part of the rim.
About 7 or 8 minutes when they surged into the lead. 10 to shoot. Dunk in some trouble. Did get it free. Proctor nearly gave it up. Now he'll fire it. Got it from 3-point land.
And this is kind of like the Auburn 3 for Tyrese Proctor. Again, Duke is out of sorts in the half court. Credit to Wake Forest. But again, it just seemed like Duke was having some miscommunication, or guys were second guessing where they needed to be throughout the game. Because here Knipple is going to go set a down screen or a cross screen for Cooper Flagg. At least that's what he thinks he's supposed to be doing. He's going to go set a cross screen, but Flagg doesn't go. Looks like Gillis is going to set the second. It looks like it's going to be a double stagger for Flagg, but Flagg never goes. Flagg just now tries to go up and then doesn't because it's going to be a little dribble handoff with Ngongba and Proctor. But it looks like Flagg messed up here because Knipple and Gillis were ready to set a double stagger for Cooper Flagg. Now you got Pat Ngongba, who's averaged 5 minutes a game with the ball in his hands with 2:20 to go in a 4-point game. He's trying to get somebody to help him out. And Proctor can't get there because Wake Forest is face guarding, a scary bounce pass, and then the ball bounces away. It just happens to be Proctor's guy, falls down. Proctor gets an open look and hits an open three for the first one of the game. And you could feel it from Proctor. You see the energy, big time shot to make it a 7-point game.
Proctor gets it across. Gillis from the corner. Got it! He swishes it in.
And we are going to end with the Gillis 3. But my favorite thing about this Gillis 3 is this is the perfect example of a no, yes shot by a player. Watch Jon Scheyer when he comes into frame. Sheyer's like, whoa, relax. You broke it past half court. Let's wait and get a good one. His hands are out. Flagg, wait, let's get a good one. He passes to Mason Gillis. He really is like, wait, do not shoot that. And then Gillis clearly is in rhythm, sees nothing but the bottom of the net. And then Jon Scheyer is like, okay, that works too. 7-point game with 52 seconds left. Duke holds on to win at Wake Forest. This was a long film breakdown, I know, but a lot of things happened in this game. I couldn't just clip up, 20 clips that I normally do. This is like 40 to 45 clips because there were so many games within the game of this game. So massive win for Duke. Duke plays NC State tonight, but I wanted to get this out, and then I'll have the NC State game out midweek this week. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it was 37 minutes long. Sorry about that. I want to keep them like 20 to 25. But when games like this happen, big win for Duke. Big test for Duke. And see if Duke can continue rolling without Malik Brown. So I appreciate you guys. Subscribe to my new channel as well, College Basketball Addiction, where it's all things college basketball. And I'll see you next time on the next Film Breakdown.